Now, I know y'all know what gnomes are. Gnomes are little bitty guys who run through the forest in green felt underwear and sell Amway from tree to tree. Actually, they have jobs in the civil service, they just never get promoted. Now, I know this is a question you're asking yourself. You're saying, self? Where do gnomes go to get down and get crazy with other little gnomes? Well, they got this disco, and it's out in the forest in a great big tree with a plexiglass dome on top. So the next time you have gnomes over for Sunday supper or something like that, and you want to take them someplace to get down and get crazy with all the other little gnomes, you take them to the Gnome Dome. I was stumbling through the woods one night. My car was out of fuel. The moon was shining full and bright, and I felt just like a fool. Laughter came from behind some trees. I made my way to the light. To my surprise, with these little bitty guys, they sang a merry little tune. I rubbed my eyes. Well, it's the Gnome Dome. Whop-she-doo-be, it's the Gnome Dome. Oh, yeah, it's the Gnome Dome. Whop-she-doo-be, it's the Gnome Dome. Oh, it's perched in the boughs of a big oak tree, towered up 100 feet in front of me. Parking lot, well, it was such a mess. They got a family of 5 on a Honda Express. Oh, they got pink champagne, caviar, little bitty cookies and little bitty jars, and you can dance all night with a well-known star. The Gnome Dome. Whop-she-doo-be at the Gnome Dome. Oh, it's the Gnome Dome. Whop-she-doo-be, it's the Gnome Dome. Oh. Well, they got elves and midgets, they got leprechauns and dwarfs, a couple of armadillo jockeys, and the gnomes, of course. And they all sit around the bar singing silly gnome songs, and they talk about their mamas when their mamas are gone. A couple on the dance floor, they were small and brown, worked at the Keebler factory 3 trees down. Shook their little booties and they hopped all around. I figured Saturday gnome fever must be back in town. But it's the disco, dwarf, come on and try it yourself. I said, no thank you, really. Probably just crush an elf. So I backed away politely and I stood near the door. And I frightened a Smurf and he smurfed all over the floor. Suddenly I was surrounded by 99 gnomes. They said, what you want, tall boy? Won't you leave us alone? I said, well, I just came for the cookies in the chair, but don't have to stay if you don't want me here. Well, then this one guy stood up and back above all of the rest, and he said, listen here, turkeys, what makes you guys the best, huh? People are people, right? Well, basically the same. Well, you guys are acting, you just ought to be ashamed. People are people, whether they're short or tall. We'll all get together this same time next fall. He can bring his buddies in a carton of Cokes, and they can get down with the little bitty folks at the Gnome Dome. Whop-she-doo-be at the Gnome Dome. Oh, at the Gnome Dome. Whop-she-doo-be at the Gnome Dome. Oh. Well, I waved goodbye 'cause it was time to leave. Besides, my legs had gone numb from walking on my knees. But I learned one thing from that fateful night. It's just that everybody's people into all a good night.